Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Friday morning, September the 12th. Welcome to my desk. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. And good morning. Good morning. Today, I'm going to show you a few things that I found while I've been sorting. I've got a lampshade to upcycle. I've got happy mail to open. So welcome to my desk. Let's have some fun doing some art. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me get over to my notepad and set things up there so that I can see folks who come in. It's been quite a week, hasn't it? Oh dear, it's been quite a week. Let me get to my live stream. Okie dokie, there's Jacqueline. Jacqueline, are you selling tonight? Put a link into your sale. I have your happy mail that you just sent. I think, yeah. And yeah, I think I'm all squared up with you. I'm not really sure. I might have another one coming. I don't know if this was the one I just paid for or not. Oh dear. Jacqueline says she's so happy to be home and with you all. You're happy, happy, happy. Happy place crafting. You're Beth, right? Are you Beth? Happy place. I get the new people mixed up until I learn them. And she's fairly new to our channel. Hi, Vale. Welcome in, Vale. Yes, Beth. All right. Happy Beth. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, Miss Vale. How are you doing today? Jacqueline, drop a link to your sale. Are you selling tonight? There we go. Let's pin that. Jacqueline sells on at 4 p.m. Eastern. She sells dyed papers and dyed fabrics and other things. So yeah, I have a happy mail from Jacqueline to open, and then I got a happy mail from Cynthia McCoy to open. Boy, it's a good one, I think. But I want to go through this first. I'm going to work on my lampshade this morning. I found some things, some journals. Oh, I found a lot of old journals. But I found some older ones. This was one, I think this one was gifted to me. This is a Shannon Green journal. She used these vinyls. I don't know if she's still doing this. She signed it here, Shannon Green. But I think this was purchased and gifted to me by Ami. I think it's Secret Squirrel Ami, or it's Ami. I know her as Ami. She sent me a package, and I think this was part of it. And I never worked in it. So we're going to change that. I'm going to keep it around. And then I found this one. This one, I think, was a part of the field notes caboodle that I was doing with Rosemary a couple years ago. And I think she actually, I don't know if she sent the cover and I made the journal. She sent this cover, I believe. And I think, I don't remember putting this together. I think she put this together. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. I might have, because this looks like something I would do. Well, I know I bound it. She might have sent the papers. The papers I don't remember, so I probably created this journal from papers that she sent. It was a field note, a nature. She did a nature. I think she called it Forest Floor. And I might still have that caboodle around. I think I used her kit box, or a kit box, and made I think I have another journal. This is some happy mail that I received from Arlene. I'm going to put it in my happy mail bucket. I received this. Is there a date on it? I don't see a date on the postmark. But she sent some things, and I'm going to put this in my happy mail bucket here. She sent some beautiful tassels. Maybe I'll keep those out. And some journaling spots. I believe that's what these are, journaling spots. Keep those out. And then Arlene and I are of the same faith. My grace is sufficient for you. For power is made perfect in weakness. Well, that's part of the envelope. So I'm just going to put this envelope. I think I'm going to write on it. Down here. Received gold tassels. And journaling cards. And I don't have a date on this. But I kind of find these things, they get mixed up in my art and put in boxes. So I'm trying to get everything like kinds together. And I wish this envelope had a date, but it doesn't. So I'm not sure when I received that. So I'm going to put this in my happy mail bucket as a reminder. I'll do something with all that happy mail eventually. I will tell you, as I've been going through here, all those boxes, I have 20 boxes. I sorted 4 of them, and then I think I sorted 4 of them by myself, and then one session we sorted out 8 of those boxes, those kit boxes. And I'm going, well, I'm not going to put you guys through that again. So I sorted out the remaining 8, and I do have them up over on my bookshelf. So I'm not sure I'm going to leave them there, but they're out of the way. I should do another video. I took the one bookshelf that I wanted back into the back room. I took that back there. I've got a lot of work to do in that little stash closet off to the way. But my goal now is to sort boxes that are in the living room and the dining room and get them out of there. So I hope to have all that done in the next couple weeks. That's gonna happen, huh? Hi, Dar. Good morning, Dar. Val says, Jacqueline, I received my package last night. Small but mighty order. Dyed colors are wonderful. Oh, Val. Angie. Good morning, Angie girl. She says, Jacqueline, I hope you take an Angie nap today. Nah, I didn't need a nap today. You're not selling, you're doing a crafting chat, though. Oh, okay. Well, I might pop in. Is it still at 4 p.m., Jacqueline, your crafting chat? I kind of like that idea. I might pop in over there. I can't stay through the 6:30 hour or this half hour because brother turns on the TV, but I can come back. Oh, this is Friday night. Oh, well, I can stay until around 6:30. Angie says, hello, Al. I'm not staying long. I'm going back to sleep. Okay, Angie girl, you need your rest. Vale says, good morning to everybody. Jacqueline says she's doing a crafting chat and she's happy to be home. And Dara's in here. Good morning, ladies. So I showed you this field book. I might try to find the caboodle that it goes to. I'm not sure I'm going to work in it per se because it's already kind of cool the way it is. It's already kind of cool. And then I found this one. I wanted to show you this one. Maybe I should adjust my camera a little here. Move it down a little. How is that? This I thought was a Thanksgiving journal, but it's not. But it's got a fall theme and it says Thankful Harvest on it. And I did this a couple years ago. I'm not sure exactly when, but it was around October because I remember I was working on this and on October 31st and we had trick-or-treaters and I'd have to get up and answer the trick-or-treaters. I think I bound this online. And I was looking at a little this morning and going, well, you know, I really do enjoy this. It was just kind of papers, and I did that binding that Tanya does, only mine is because of all the loose threads and everything, you can't see much of it. But it's a technique similar to Coptic stitch where you can bind single papers together. And I have a lot of single papers, but I use stamps, A, B, C, D, E, F. I think I carved these stamps, and I think I'm up to Q or R carving these stamps. And I colored words on the back of the stamps. These are eraser stamps. And I'll have to get out my stamps again and finish that alphabet. And I just, you know, various magazine pages that I find that I can't cut up, I save. If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. And here's a gargoyle stamp I'd carved. I still have that around. Moderately confused. I'm not sure what that, oh, that bird is singing. The very early bird. And here's a note. Says, Mary, when I make these, I usually do the cover too in mixed media, but I left this one blank because I thought you would like to personalize it. It's when you go urban sketching. Enjoy. And I don't know who sent that to me. Probably didn't know when I bound it. So I got some notes in here. I think this one's from Judy Patton, August 10th. Mary, I've been watching you. Thank you for the card and the clip with be using the clip. Tell Anne thank you for her card. Was so nice, like the cute cats. Did you get a card about 2 weeks ago? I had something. Pick of rickrack. Oh, I had a pack of rickrack. It was my mother's in there sewing. I'm not sure if I ever answered her. I probably did. Here's another happy mail from a me. Mary, I hope you enjoy this book. I think she sent. Oh, she also sent me a high school album. I've been cleaning things out. She's been cleaning out the hoard. Sorry I haven't been around much lately. I've been in my own world lately. Well, we all get in our own world, don't we? I have some creative mags. I have some creative mags for a while now. I hope that this book finds you well. Have a great day and a happy Thanksgiving if I'm not back by then. Much love of me. And it's just blank on the other side. And look at those colorful tags. Some of this paper you just can't get rid of. So it looks like I have a note here from Amazon. Bless her heart. This was the tabletop that you see here from Tim Holtz Tabletop. Was a gift from Laura Vasquez. I saved that so I would always have a memory of, well, I always do. But look how I did this. I put blue painter's tape on the borders, and that really made that paper stronger. There's my G&H. I think I was looking for November words. I got November card, knob card, MOV. Knob card. No, I had to ink over the lower leg of my F. I'm still having trouble doing points. She's talking about this. I was talking about the challenge I am having with the inner points, defining. Oh, Deb Farrell suggested I use an X-Acto knife. They came out, but I messed up. Here's a card from Miss Becky, a birthday card from Miss Becky. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. It's really a well-made card. Beautiful card from Becky McGauley. Oh, and it's dated September 17th, 2020. So I'm assuming I made this book in 2020. Might have been 2021. Here's a happy Valentine's card from Norma. Oh, I miss Norma Branson so much. And this was just a piece of brown packaging. And I'm using my big letter stamps. I look. Redo, draw. Here's a note about sewing, and I put it on a piece of pattern paper. On the back is a note from Paint Girly. And here's where Becky sent me some Tim Holtz Christmas snippets. I save those little notes from Amazon when I get happy mail from you all. This looks like some ATCs. I think what I did was I cut out a magazine, the size image, the size of the ATCs or a piece of something. Copies of ATCs from old Defy auction hall. Copies. Yeah, I might have photocopied them. Or she might have sent me photocopies. I can't remember. But I put them in here. Here I was designing a nutcracker, and I found that nutcracker, and I thought I might make some more this year. I'll show it sometimes. Here's J, K, and L of my carved alphabet. See, and this is just a piece of scrap paper. I think I'm going to do another one of these journals out of all that large paper I have. Here's an ATC, Harvest of Memories. Hi, Mary. Up bright and early, it's always a great way to start the day. Wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. Mitzi. Gobble, gobble. So this is from Mitzi. Mitzi does such creative art. She hasn't popped in for a while, but that's okay. Glory to God in the highest, and peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Here's a sewing page that I did M on the back of it. Here's just a spacewalk page. Some pages that I enjoy out of magazines that I just can't quite toss. Here I did N and O. This was just a page of different ways to create here. I'm not going to read them all. For the Lord. Oh, this was, I think they had a Veterans Day program at the school. I'm not sure what this says. Sing for the USA, Adams Central Elementary School, 2021. So this journal has to be 2021 at least. I saved this because I like this technique of one tonal value out of the Real Simple magazine. I saved some of those examples because I end up doing a lot of my art like that. This was an Avery page. I didn't put anything on it. Card, I have some blank pages in here. Wonder. There's a piece of lavender in there. This obviously was a conglomeration, probably a, looks like a sleigh, a telephone, a house. It's probably a prompt put together. Some cut out snowflakes. Well, Mary, I hope you enjoy some of my favorite things. Oh, Shelly, Crafty Mama, sent me a snow globe. This is a snow globe. She sent me a snow globe stamp. I'll have to get all those stamps out. This was a Janet Nash prompt challenge. The prompts from it. I'm not sure if this was the challenge itself. Timeless. Here's another, just a collage of different things. Not sure what I was doing there. That's not a butterfly. That's just a piece of yarn. A collage piece on a piece of wallpaper, I believe. And there's a Rosemary Watch Me Grow. Here's one of my squirrel sketches. So this was just, these were just, here he's upside down. Here's a mind map, plant a garden. These are just single papers I had around. Looks like I put some of these in upside down, but then when we get some fall, this was just plastic. Some fall leaves. This was a paintbrush holder. Some more fall leaves. Happy Mail. Friendship. Elmer's washable glue. I think I got those from Deborah Brown. I think she's passed away now. Mary, I saw those washi in a sale and thought that you might like them. They are, so here they are. And I don't know who that came from. Happy Fall. This is Judy Patent. Card from Judy. And here's a envelope. Who can it be now? Little porcupine. And I want to say that came from somebody. Becky. Becky did a porcupine peeking through the window. So cute. Here's a lady standing at a doorway. And this background page is where I do script writing in white, and then I go over that and it gives an embossed writing feel in here. This is the old school marm. Reminds me of one of my favorite teachers. She was quite stern and expected a lot from us. But if our game went a little overtime after recess, she would pretend not to notice. Here's a card. So I did Happy Mail in here. This is also from Aunt Beck. Beautiful pumpkins. Here's a hello card. Looks like it's from Becky. Becky sent me a lot of cards back then. Copies of ATCs. I think these are copies that I got from the Defy auction. She stopped sending out the originals for some reason or another. I can't remember. It's just a piece of paper I had around. I just edged it and put it in this book. Here's a 4th Art Saturday I did. Looks like it was a watercolor of some leaves. It's dated 11/27/21. Here's some tags that attracted my attention. Here's a Betty Boop drawing, probably out of a book. I'm just about done here. There's a fall page. Looks like it opens maybe. Oh, that's a bobby pin. Hope I can get it off. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, it's stuck together. No, it's another bobby pin. Made some bobby pin embellishments there. And it opens up to my words that I wrote with ink and then I splattered around them. Wonder, art, magic, vision. So fun to do this type of thing. And I think that's the last page. Let's put this back in there. Goes there, and then I have a dangle. The other one goes down here. So it's fun to look through your old journals. This was one that I have some blank pages, but I actually did complete it. I bound it. So this will go up there with my journals. I have some more in the back room that I'm going to bring out, but not right away. So this is the one from a me, and then this is a smaller one. This one I think I'm going to work in. And then I found some more that I thought I could put in my September zine that I'm working on with the membership, the Fibdiggity creators. Some beautiful. This was selling, I think, at Dollar Tree. I'm not sure where I got this, but it's beautiful. And I'm going to put that in my zine box that's here somewhere. So let's open some Happy Mail. Well, I can't put my hands on it right now, so I'm going to put it up here. And I'll put these over on my bookshelf. And these I'm saving out, journaling cards and little tassels from Arlene. I'm just going to keep them up here for now. So let's open some Happy Mail. I think I'm going to have to do another Happy Mail journal because my bucket's getting full from you guys. Let's open the one from Cynthia McCoy first. Cynthia McCoy, let me come out and look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. Who's in here? Lala, hi Lala, welcome in, welcome in. Dale says, Mary, I love this journal views. There's so much to look at. You know, and after a couple years, if you don't look at those journals for a couple years and you go back and look at them, it brings back so many memories. It's fun to go back and look at. And I'm a keeper. I like to keep little notes and things that come in Happy Mail, little written notes, and of course the Happy Mail itself. Lala says, hi, Cheshire and Mary. Dar popped in. Joyce Boring is here. Good morning, Joyce. It's good to... what did Joyce say? Dale says it's a great idea for a pretty cover. Angie went back to bed. Sweet dreams, Angie. Joyce said a celestial tea box is a good size for a Berzine journal. FYI. Oh, that's an interesting idea. A celestial tea box. I don't have a celestial one. I have a Surefine herbal tea peppermint box. But just pretend that that's a... It's 3 inches by... This one is. But you could probably cut it this way in here. Well, you would need the back. Anyway, I haven't decided on my cover yet. Thank you for that suggestion though, Joyce. That's cool. Jay, question. In my order that's on the way, all those embossed cards I ordered, are they the larger size? And Jacqueline says yes. And she says, thank goodness. Dale said, Mary, I received more Happy Mail from you. Pretty lady images. So she graces a page in my birdseed. And I made a little tuck and put your note in it. Aw. I think that's from the... When the Fib Diggity creators, so it's my second room in the membership area, when they come to my streams, I send them a little thank you. It's a card, and I print off some stickers of the Harrison Fisher illustrator, and send them some stickers as a thank you for coming to the live stream. I can't do that for all of you. If I could, I would, but I don't have that much. I don't have that much oomph. I have to have, that would be a lot of postage. Dale said, I may use one from you and fatten it up with paper bags. Dale is talking to Jacqueline. Dale said, I would like to make a brown paper bag journal so that I can get messy with my paints. That's a great idea. You know who used to do that? His name, Jonathan. I can't remember. The artistic biker used to make paper bag journals, and then he'd have a video where he'd paint in them. I think he's doing other types of art now, and I'm not sure that he's going by the artistic biker anymore. His name is Jonathan. Some of you Odies who've been around for a while might remember him. Yeah, I like that type of I think that Tanya McGuire taught that technique of, it's similar to Coptic stitch, but not quite the same. And it's a nice way to bind single papers together. Vale said she likes that spine type journal. Angie says, Jacqueline will need to rest from selling because when I send the bowls, she'll be working her tails off. Jacqueline said, I just miss you girls. Sometimes I miss chatting because I'm busy selling. And talking about chatting, Jacqueline is going, there's their channel up above. She's not going to be selling tonight, but she's going to do a craft and chat. And she usually comes on around 4 p.m. I'm not sure what time she's coming on today. I'm going to try to be there. Dar came in. Vale says, I just received my package last night. She's talking to Jacqueline. And I'm almost up to the top. Let's go down to the bottom. Did Dee Dee pop in? Hi, Miss Dee Dee. Oh, it's good to see you. You guys, I did not go on yesterday morning. I've been having some tummy issues. I've been having really to need to watch my diet. And I woke up last night with tummy issues, and I'm going, oh no, I wanted to stream this morning, but it seemed to go away. So here I am. I have to be careful what I eat. At first, I think, when did that start? And you know, it started when I had that corn on the cob. Do you guys remember? I was Zooming. I might have been in a diggity meeting that night, but oh my goodness, my tummy did not digest those corn kernels. I haven't had any corn since. I'm thinking that if I boil it or process it, that I can eat it. But yeah, it's a digestive issue that I've been having, and it was really bad yesterday morning. But I'm taking care of my tummy. I'm watching what I'm eating. Yeah. Joy said it's not my cover, just a storage box I keep it in. Oh, the zines. Meri, Juju has been working in a brown paper journal that has the exact feel that I'm wanting to achieve. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I threw away some brown paper bags here. They were just taking up space, and I've got brown craft paper on a row. I'm just going, I've got to throw away some things, you guys. I just can't keep all. So I bit the bullet and threw away my brown paper bags. But I have a floor to walk on behind me. So my next step, I'm going to do a studio walk around and show you where I am in here, some things I've done. And but my next step is to sort boxes, and I probably won't show a lot of that because you know, it's sorting bigger boxes. And I'll probably be doing it out in the living room, in the dining room. Dee Dee's here. What are you up to this morning, Miss Dee Dee? Dar says, no corn for me. Yeah, Dar. Me either. Yeah. Yeah. As you age, and I've been reading about gastric issues, and it seems as you age, your digestive system doesn't have the same. It's going to be, yeah, corn is hard to digest. Yeah. But that's when it first started for me. And since then, you know, I've been eating, I hate to say a bland diet, but you know, I haven't been hungry. I've eaten eggs. I had scrambled eggs the other day, and I've been eating that cream soup that I made, but I have to be careful what I put in it. Dale said, I have horrid digestive issues since this liver disease came about. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dale. Dee Dee said, good morning to everybody. Aw. Okay, let's open this Happy Mail from Cynthia Dooley. Not Dooley, Cynthia McCoy. I get those two mixed up. Cynthia McCoy. Look, she sent me some tape, and I want to put that on something. I'm going to put it right there for right now. And I'll probably, well, we'll see. She stamped on here, looks like I want to say it's a field of trees. I'm not sure. And here's a floral sticker and a butterfly. And there's a butterfly with the addresses on the other side. Can I open it here? Or do I need to? Yeah, I can open this. Almost. Almost had it. I'll have to tear that. Let's see what's in here. carve. Oh, Cynthia, thank you so much. I'll have to carve my kitty on this. Oh, bless her heart. 2 of them. Oh, wow. Look, 2 of them, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, bless her heart. Bless her heart. I'm going to have to thank her. If you see her come in, yell at me, you guys. Cynthia McCoy. Oh, bless her heart. And look, she sent a fall card. Apples. And, oh, this has to go in my zine. Wait a minute. Let me get that sticky off of the envelope off of my thumbs. Oh, Cynthia, this is a beautiful card. She says, "Hi, Meri. I hope this finds you well. You give us so much inspiration." Well, I get inspired from all of you. And I wanted to send along a few items. Years ago in school, we did lino cutting, and seeing your stamps reminded me that I have enjoyed doing it. I bought the things I need, and it is on my list of to-dos. Thank you so much for all this community. Enjoy the day, Cynthia. Well, you guys, you make my day. You make my day. Oh, what a beautiful card. And look at what she sent here. Some napkins, some fall napkins. These will definitely go in my... I got that sticky on my thumb. Let me see if I can't get that off. Got some stickiness on the thumb there. Perfect Happy Mail. Isn't it perfect? Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in, Miss Sylvia. It's good to see you. Sylvia says, "I have yet to carve anything. I was inspired by Meri, and I'm kept in limbo by my inner critic." You just tell that inner critic off. Tell her she has no business criticizing you. It's hard to ignore the inner critic, isn't it? Look at this. She sent some fall cards, fall napkins. These will definitely go in my... Oh, these are beautiful. In my zine, look, there's a little bird on a fall tree. Oh, some crabs. Are these fall crabs? And a 4th of July napkin. Oh, it's a beautiful flag with the fireworks. A black cat. He's cute. And some florals and butterflies. Oh, this one's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, and look at the owls. These are perfect. Oh, wow. This one has a morning glory hat. Oh, oh, thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you so very much. You know, what did I do with that piece of fabric? I tucked it up here. I'm going to take this and sort out the ball that I want to put in my zine. And I'll put the rest in. I don't know if this will fit in a zine without being cut. Could go that far, but I'll decide later. The bird and the... So I'm going to save these for the zine. And I'm going to put this... some of this fabric in that zine too. And I'll put this in my little zine kit for the October zine. Bless your heart, everybody. Bless your heart. I just wish I had enough postage to send stuff to everybody. But I'm kind of having to watch it again until the middle of the month. But I want to mention Jacqueline is not selling tonight. She's going to do a craft and chat. So think about joining her. And bless her heart, she sent me that. I'm going to put these back in here. She sent me some Speedy Carve. Bless her heart. I'm going to carve my cat on one of these. And I think I'm going to make a whole set of that style of animals. And this is going to go in my Happy Mail bucket behind me. No. I'm going to tape that up and cut it here. I don't want the sticky to ruin my napkins. And let's take this piece and put it back over that. So thank you so much, Cynthia. Now I have a packet from Jacqueline. Happy Mail from one of her sales. I think this was from, the one I'm looking at now was from, whoops, I didn't mean to show that. It is from the Pajama Party, I'm not sure. And this is going to go in my fall zine, and this is going to go over here on my Happy Mail. All right, let's open Jacqueline's Happy Mail. Woohoo! Hello, and what you've been waiting for. Sylvia says, Vale, right. What would Vale say? Sylvia, I just love Mary's carved owl. I don't know how well I do at carving it. It's a lot easier than you think. Because if you keep your carving lines, if you don't make them too intricate, the most intricate part of that owl might have been the eyes and the leaf in the tummy. But if most of those lines on that owl, I don't know if I have it out here. I've got the kitty out. Maybe I can show you on the kitty. Is the owl there? No, the owl's not there. But I've got the kitty. But see, if you keep the lines and just say, only thing you have to carve is that where those white lines are. And so this is probably the most intricate in here, but it's not that hard. Now on the cat, the hardest part will probably be the eyes. And maybe getting the whiskers in there, what I might draw. These are my 3, and I think I'm going to do this one. But I want to do a whole series of these. A rabbit, a dog. I've got the owl. I don't have the owl. I've got the owl stamp out. You can't see him very well. But see, if you keep that shape, all you have to do is carve around a simple shape. Faces are really hard to carve. Human faces, I find, are hard to carve because you have to, and this cat might be a little difficult because everywhere there's white here, you need to carve out. And Cynthia, I'm going to have to write her a note. Thank you so much for this. Bless her heart. I think this is Speedy Carve. It's pink. We'll find out when I start carving it. And these are some things I got from a sale from Lori, from one of this, I think it was from Jacqueline's sale. Lori, paint girly, she likes to put together little things like this. Little whatnots in there. Yay. I keep it out here. Whoops, that's not, gotta make it fit in there. There we go. And I keep it out. Oh, there's my, no, that's my, I thought I found the owl. I've been using my owls. Okay, let's open up Hello, I'm what you've been waiting for. And where am I going to open it? Here? Yeah. And I'm going to cut in such a way you guys can't see the address. So I'm going to cut down. Got tape on my scissors. I'm going to cut down here. Well, I'm going to take it off the desk and cut it. And I do save Jacqueline's envelopes. Okie dokie. Let's see what's in this package of goodies. And I love that she sent, oh, I remember buying this fabric. Lots of fabric. Yummy dyed fabrics from Jacqueline, some papers. So let's explore. I think I got these at the pajama party that Lindy Kay had from Jacqueline. Different vendors sold. I think they went almost all weekend, didn't they, with that pajama party? It was quite a sale. I had to stop. I was spending money I didn't have. But I got some goodies. Look at this beautiful fabric. Oh, man. Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. Am I on? Yeah. Oh, wow. This is perfect for this time of year. I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of it, but it is beautiful. It's a dark, is this ominous fabric? Veil, look at this. Beautiful fabric. And here's some, and what I like about this is a purchased fabric, but she dyes it. And look at the back of it. I love what happens on the back. I just love what happens on the back of this. So I may be using the back. This is okay. This is fun. This is pretty. This will make a nice, but I love this. It's so artsy. It's so artsy. And I love dyed fabrics, Jacqueline. And here's some blues. Oh, my heart. My heart. I bought dyed fabrics from Jacqueline. It's beautiful. I see a bird. Do you guys see that bird? Here's the head, the body, the wings. That'll be beautiful for slow stitch. Beautiful, beautiful. See the bird on this side? It's the same bird. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it might be. Did you use a bird stamp in there? It's really a beautiful bird. It's just the way it happened. Here's some more light blue. What do I see in this? Do I see anything? I see the darkness down here. Don't really see anything meaningful out of that, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes I see things in the folds. That's pretty. I love these dyed fabrics. Oh, look, here's another dark piece. Oh, yummy. And look at it against this. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Jacqueline, you've got to do more dyed fabrics. It's probably quite a job to do them. And when they turn out this nice, it's not an easy thing. here's this beautiful kind of I call this a dusty rose. Some people could call it pink, but I call it a dusty rose. It looks like it might have been a curtain or a sheet or pillowcase. It's hemmed here. Boy, that's cool. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Oh, these are yummy. These will, you know, I think these will probably sit out on my top of one of my bookcases. They're so pretty. And here's some matching eyelet fabric. And then I did buy a piece of paper, it looks like, or she put a piece in. It looks like I bought 2 pieces here of blue, and I bought some gold envelopes. My budget was getting stretched at the pajama party. These are pretty. These would look nice in that zine as a background, one of them. Well, I think I'm going to keep these out. And I just see these being with a ribbon around them maybe until I use them. I'll probably use this ominous or a piece of it in my can I fold it this way? In my zine journal. This could go in the zine journal too. But I'm not going to do anything this morning. I'm going to fold it. See if I can't fold these all about the same size. And I'm going to stack it up and tie a string or something around it and put it up on my bookcase as decorative. I would love to have a piece of fabric dyed this color. Wouldn't you love to have that? Hop to it. She says, oh, Meri, be grateful for what you have. If I can fold this in this way, maybe. Not quite the same, but got some strings here. You can't tear fabric without having strings. And I don't think I want that on top, though. I think I'll just have it show a little out of the, like that. And we're just going to refold this one. Now, let's find a piece to put around that. This one needs a little. There. I think this will look really nice just as a decorative piece. And, of course, I'll use out of it eventually, but let's find a piece to tie around it. Let's see what I have here. Piece of lace, maybe. My little cart that I have my snippet roll, my snippets. Let me put this back. Hold on here. I gotta pick something up. It's in the way. Can't put things back. Here, I have this. I have this from Rebecca. I'm going to take one of these and tie. Is this long enough? I think I like the gray ones better. The grayish ones. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? Of these three. Maybe I'll take two. Take these two. And I'm just going to, well, they snip off here. They are, but I'm going to snip it. Where's my scissors? And we're going to snip this one. And we're going to make a decorative piece here. And I just keep that looped around my on my rotating cart. Thank you, Jacqueline. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's see if I can tie this appropriately. I don't know. I might have to go one way and one the other here. Let's go this way. And I don't know. This way. Maybe one would be enough, but I'm not settling for one. I'm going to have to turn on the fan, you guys. And then this one. I'm just going to tie because I shouldn't have cut that in half. I should have used the whole thing. I got it mixed up in here. Yeah, I think that'll hold. Oh, Meri, you're so... Just do it something like this. So you can just take torn fabric and make the nicest little pack of gift pack there. Try to buy this at a fabric store. See how much you pay for it. Natural or dyed fabrics. I don't even think you can buy home dyed fabrics at a fabric store. All right, and these will go with my stack of papers, and I'll keep this guy out. Right now, I'm going to put these back in the envelope. Let me pick my scissors up. And I'll keep this guy out for a transparent art journal page. All righty. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. You do such a wonderful, 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 wonderful job. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it all down on the floor, and then I'll pick it up after chat, after the stream. All right, so you know what we're ready for? The lampshade. I am working, and I'll probably have to zoom way out. And I tore the stencil with this tape. It gets stuck on stuff. But I decided it might be better torn. I am cutting, or I'm making the design here. Let me zoom way out. Nina says she sees Derwin the dragon. Hold on. Is that? I think that's as far as I can go. Yeah, Derwin. This was a gift from Becky. Her sister made this out of a 3D printing. The Year of the Dragon, which was not last year, was the year before. I think, was it last year? The year before was the rabbit and then the dragon, and I think it's the snake this year. I don't have a snake. I don't want a snake. So what I'm doing here, this lampshade is kind of broken in here, but I'm thinking I can, and I'm going to cut. And as I was looking at this, I think that it might be best if I cut all the little pieces out first, because after I get these larger cuts done, it's going to be kind of flimsy and it's going to be harder to cut the little pieces. If you guys don't mind, I am going to turn my fan on. It's getting hot in here. So I'm upcycling this lampshade. And after I get it all cut, I'm going to paint it. I think I'll paint it with my buttermilk paint. I like buttermilk. And then after I get that done, I'm going to collage this lace over it. I might have to trim the lace just a little. And what I'm hoping is that where I have the cut spaces in here, when I turn the lamp on, will show light through the lampshade. It will somewhat anyway, but that's my plan. So I am in the process here. I've got all this tape on there. It sticks to stuff, like my pen. I'm in the process of drawing the design on there. So what I want to do here is do the next row, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be between this line and this line. So, and this lampshade is curved, of course. And so I need another piece right there. And I cut this out of paper. I should have maybe cut it out of a plastic book cover or something. Well, I want to draw there. I guess I'll draw around it. So I'll have to do this a couple more times. And I was using this yellow marker here to draw. And I have to stand up to draw. Are you guys seeing? And I'll probably have to go in and fix these areas. But this lampshade was damaged anyway in here, so I figure whatever I do can't hurt it. You know, if I mess it up, I'll just throw it away and go look for a lampshade at one of the thrift stores or something. I think I'm going to put a, well, we'll think about that area when I get there. Let's go back here and do these. Now some of this is already done in here, so I want to start in here maybe. I'll have to make those make sense after I pull the cover off. Yeah, this isn't down good. I'm going to have to kind of fake it in there. But usually it turns out. Well, I've never done a lampshade before. But usually when I make a mistake or if I don't have something right, it usually works itself out, is what I'm saying. Yeah, this needs to be stretched down a little bit more. I just want kind of an organic feel to this. Most of this is not going to show. The only thing that's going to show will be the light shining through. Boy, that fan feels good on my back. It's blowing on my back. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing. I'm trying to keep it under the camera, but I may get out of frame every now and then. Alrighty. Let's take the paper off and see what I have. Oh, I see an area in here that needs some work. It's hard to work on a dimensional object. I've got to sit down for a minute. Woo! Warm. Oh, I'm 3 feet away. Let me move my chair up. Let's see. I don't really like. I'm going to. Excuse me. Figure out what's going on in here. Let's just make a line there. And. Let's do a cut there. And these two have to separate somehow. Because I have to know what I'm going to cut and what I'm going to leave here. So there has to be some separation in here. And this was a curved, I believe. Most of it won't show if I goof. Do a lot of little areas in there. Yeah. Now I still have a ways to go here. Trying to make it flatter this time. I'm not sure where I ended there. You guys are probably getting a better view of it than I am, because you're looking at it top down. And I sat down, I was getting tired. So I'm looking at it from the side. And the reason I'm going to paint this afterwards is that I'll be painting over all these lines that I'm making. I'm going to cut on the lines, but there'll still be color left. Where I went in here. right, I think I have got most of it that I wanted. So let's lift it and see what I have. And that is in here. Needs a little work. So I think I wanted this to come around like so. So that means this has to come out and maybe have some little cut lines. Yeah. Gotta figure out where I'm going with this. What this is kind of, let's see, if this is all solid, then I need a, if I cut in there and this is solid, then I need another cut line in there. I'll have to figure that part out. I don't quite have it. I'll put a, we just got a little left here around the curve. Let's do it this way. Now I might have to figure out some of these lines while I'm cutting. Make sure that I'm cutting in decent places here. My arm is getting tired. I think I have it. That was a job. I think that's probably the hardest part, is getting some sort of a design on it. And I was thinking that maybe a plastic stencil would have worked better, but it might not have been as easy to fold around the curves. So once I know I don't need this anymore, I'm going to mount it on a piece of dark paper. Alright, I guess I was working in here. It needs some work in there. To figure out what I want to keep and what I want to... Yeah, I'm not going to cut that whole area out. Let's see, if I cut in there, this would all be solid. So let's make a... cut like that, maybe. A weird cut, but nonetheless, it will not show. Well, it'll show somewhat, but most of this is going to get covered up. I think I'm happy with it. See, this is where it's damaged. I'm on my... Hold it here so you guys can see it. Get it in a frame, Mary. Do I need to go up a little bit more? This big area, where is it? There's a big area in there. Is it this? I guess I'm going to leave it. So now what I want to do is see if my X-Acto knife, I'll start over here where it's sturdier, maybe in here. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's going to cut curved though. I might have to do it with my scissors. Start it with my knife and get in there with my scissors. Oh, it's interesting because it has some strings on it. And I'm going to cut all these little pieces out. And if I'm still live by the time I get done, I will take it over to my lamp and put it over my lamp just to see what happens. This is going to be a job. I might finish it offline because I'll do some more here, but I don't know if I want to sit here and do this all morning. because it's going to take a lot of getting into the Can you guys see? Did I hold it up enough for you guys to see it? I think this is going to work. It's just going to take some doing here. This is kind of a strange material because all these little, it's textured, but those are all little threads woven into this paper. Get in there. All right, let's do a larger one. And I might have to come in and clean some of these up. I'm going to turn my camera just a little. I think I'm a little out of frame. Turn my camera just a little this way as I'm working. What was I working on? This one. All these little ones, but I think they're going to be what, combination of them will be what will let the light in. And then the larger areas in here will block the light. But I'm doing all the little things first because I think once I cut the larger ones, the paper's not going to be as strong. And it'll be harder to cut the little ones when the paper is not strong, is my thought. See, there's, I don't know if you can see, but there's little strings in the texture of this. And keep in mind, this is an old lampshade. And so the paper feels kind of brittle on it as I'm cutting. You can kind of hear it too. I can clean that up a little in there. That X-Acto knife is okay for making little slits to start, but it does not do good going across these threads. That's cutting out the shape around the curves. It wants to follow the threads. And I think once the lace gets over this, see, it's weak right in there. I think once the lace gets over this, once I paint it, and once the lace gets over it, I think that light will shine through these little holes, I'm hoping, and shine through the lace. It won't, I mean, it won't be a, it will be a muted, and, well, I don't know what muted, it won't be a, if I want a bright light, I'll still have to take the shade off. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting, those little threads in there. You hear that crackling, I think it's those threads being cut. I don't know if sanding this would get rid of the rough, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I think what I want is, where's my pen? In here, this needs to come more like that and like that. And this area in here will get cut out. I don't want to shade it all in because I'm not sure that I will. Cut all of it out. It doesn't like that. I can get my scissors in there. The little ones are harder to cut. I'm not going to do this all morning. You get an idea what I'm doing. I might do this offline because it's going to take a while to get through all of these. I've just done this area right in here. Right in there. I still have one left. Let's do this one. I think I'll make it a little bit larger. And already I can tell that this, especially right in here, it's weaker. You get all these little cuts in here and it makes it weaker. When I cut this, I'm going to have to kind of hold on to that so it won't, I might start up in a place where it's stronger. See, I think I cut in there, didn't I? Okay, I think I'm going to just imagine a light shining through that. I think I'm going to stop on this because there's a lot of work to do on this. I did some down in here. That it's going to, you know, if I work on it online, I will I could kind of heal that from the other side too. And it's starting to break there. That's right where there are diagonal threads going across here. I find that so interesting. But there's a lot to do on this. So it's not going to happen right away. It'll be an ongoing project until I get it done. But let's move on to something else because oh, I think it's going to work. Let's get all my little pieces off here. Not that many, but some. All right, what time is it though? It is 7:30. I go until 9. Carol McDonald comes out after me. Let me come out and look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. Hold on, I'm refreshing the chat. There we go. Jersey, hi Jersey. Welcome in. How are you doing? She's having a blast harvesting a Pantone Tiny Objects book with so many great images. Ooh, that sounds cool, Jersey. She's asking Angie how she is. Dar says, welcome back, Angie. Jersey says, I'm sending you prayers for a peaceful send-off for your dear friend Lala. Bye, Lala. My daughter is calling her, and I'm planning something for the wake of my young friend who just passed away. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if Lala's still in here, but bless her heart. They've been going through a lot. Her, and keep Teresa Church in your prayers. She had another family member who passed away. I was reading on Facebook this morning. Keep them in your prayers. Dee Dee left. They're saying bye, Dee Dee. Laura says, thank you, ladies. So proud of my mom. It's the first time we've sent her to rehab with all the hospitalizations over the last few years, and she is kicking major, but doing her 3 hours of therapy a day. Oh, that's cool. Good for her, Jersey. Dee Dee says, okay, have a blessed day, everyone. Yeah, Dee Dee, if you can hear me, have a great day. I missed Dee Dee yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was Wednesday. My tummy's been bothering me, so I don't get as many streams as I'd like to. I'm taking care of myself, though. Do you guys ever have old mosquito bites that itch? I haven't been outside. I did go out and sit on the front porch a little yesterday, but I had some old mosquito bites on my legs, and they still itch. I'm going, 9 in the morning, mosquitoes yesterday, and I've got bites on my legs. Got one on my knee this morning that's kind of itching me. I do put lotion on them, anti-itch lotion. But, yeah. And I've been working in my studio. I've got things I've got to get done, but I just take it as it comes. I don't stress myself out too much anymore over stuff. Let's see. Dar says, good to hear that, Laura. Mina says, I already had a mug of lemongrass mint tea. Now I'm really wanting my Twinings Black Irish. She's going back for another cup of tea, Mina is. Dar says, Laura, have you tested negative for COVID yet? And I didn't see the answer. Oh, Laura, I do hope you and your family are continuing to heal, Janet says. Laura says, honestly, we're doing okay, just a little tired. Next thing is to get my mom home from rehab and living with us. Oh, there's Vanessa. Vanessa, I always miss you when you come in. Jersey saying hello to her. I didn't see her because I was busy cutting my lampshade. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Don Boss. Don popped in. Nina's here. I appreciate you guys greeting people when they come in because I don't see folks all the time. Vanessa, I'm always missing Vanessa, and I feel so bad. Angel Rose is Vanessa. Mina, I hope you get the rain you need, Lala says. Mina, I will send you the rain from here, Vanessa says. We don't need it. They got plenty of rain up that way. Mina says, we get tons of humidity during the moon sun season. Alas, this year not much. We need the rain so bad. Well, Lala says she's in the Tampa area. She's talking to Vanessa. Lala says, when I was in the desert in the West Coast, it seems a lot better when it was hot because there wasn't so much humidity. Do you get a lot of humidity where you are, Angel? And she says the East Coast doesn't have much humidity right now. Lala says we'll keep positive vibes coming. Mina says, I'm delighted with our weather right now. It's finally moved down into the 90s. I live in the Sonoran Desert. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Probably not. 90s. That's hot. I got angry with well, not angry, but upset angry with my brother because I was working around in my studio cleaning out boxes and stuff, and he turned off the air conditioning. And boy, it got hot in here. And I said, did you turn off the air conditioning? And he was, after he woke up from his nap. And he said, yeah, it's getting cold. And I'm going, it's 80. So he turned it on. He says, but tomorrow I'm going to turn it off again. And it's going to be up in the 90s later today. So he better not turn it off. Let's see. How's the weather with everyone? Vanessa's asking. Oh, Becky was in here. Becky said she's clear and comfortable. I miss saying hello to Becky. Looks like she's got a doctor appointment. She said it's just a 6-month check with the labs. And I can't go up any further, so I'll go back down to the bottom. Jersey says tea tree helps with itchy skin. Tea tree oil. Yeah, I do buy that tea tree oil. And I like that, what is it called? It's Esserin or Epiderm. That helps me a lot. I'll have to get some more tea tree oil. Love black tea, Jersey says. Jersey says, Meri, I swear the men that to Vietnam have a different temperature scale. Yeah, I think they do too. My neighbor refused to even put any air conditioning in his house, and he was a veteran. Yeah, I don't think it bothers my brother as much as it does me. I have to have the fan on me. Even when I'm in here now, I have a fan blowing on me. I guess my body temperature is different. And my brother thinks because it's okay for him, it's okay for everybody else around him. He doesn't understand that not everybody's the same. Sylvia, Jersey says, Sylvia, as soon as he passed away, my neighbor, his wife went and got air conditioning. Well, my brother did break down and put in central air, at least for the downstairs, which helps a lot. But then he turns it off. He would not have put that central air in if the window conditioner that was sitting in his spot where he could have the advantage of it, it broke. And he finally got hot enough to put in central air. I was using a big old stand fan at that time and blowing some of that air from that air conditioner over my way. And it only really cooled one room. I like the central air, and at least, you know, we don't have it. We shut off the upstairs during the hot summer. it can get up into the 104 up there. And in the winter, it gets way down into the 30s, almost freezing up there because we shut it off. We don't heat it or cool it. It's mostly just storage up there. Yeah, us women in general deal with hot flashes. I don't have as many of those anymore. I used to get them I used to get teased about them. One of the guys that I worked with, one of my colleagues, he was a full-time employee and I was a consultant. And when they invited me back and I was on the same team he was, when he said hello to me, he says, "Are you still getting those hot flashes?" That's what he remembered about me, was my hot flashes. And here in Jersey, where the electricity prices went up 20% this year, I don't know what our prices are. I think we've got it pretty good here. We have the South Central Public Power District. I read their magazine every month that it comes out. Mary, look up what I wrote about the shooter. Angie says, okay, Ange. They have the suspect in custody for the shooting. Oh, they do. My heart just breaks. I never Charlie Cook on YouTube whenever they posted his debating. But, I never really, what am I going to say? I wasn't, I followed him, let's put it that way. But for anybody to get shot for their political, and that's what really is going on the internet. Most of the stuff you see now is, we need the freedom here to have public discourse and public discussions, and especially at a university where the kids are there to learn and discuss and make up their own minds how they feel. We need that in America. That's a part of our freedoms. And if people decide they want to shoot you because they don't believe as you are believing, or even if you're holding a public event like Charlie Kirk was, there's something drastically wrong with that style of thinking. If you think differently than I do, then I'm going to shoot you. There's something wrong with that type of a mindset. It's okay to disagree. I know there are a lot of you out there that I don't agree with, and you don't agree with me, but most of us are able to handle it civilly. I mean, I don't have anybody coming in here and making snide remarks, and and I see political stuff on Facebook that most of the stuff I hide if I don't agree with it. I just hide it so it doesn't, so it doesn't bother me anymore. I will read it and say, well, that's not how I think, and I don't want it on my page, so I just hide it and move on. I don't. A couple of times I might have responded, but not very often. I don't respond to that stuff because what good is it going to do? Especially on Facebook, because you're not going to change anybody's mind. I try not to. I think I posted once about what I believed about this king thing, but most of the time, my goal is not to change anybody's mind. Most of the time I post to say this is what I think, if I post at all. But we need the freedom here, and I think that's what most of the people that I've seen on YouTube when I watch the responses to Charlie Cook is, in America we need the freedom to discuss political issues. We need that freedom even if we don't agree. Most of the time I agreed with Charlie Kirk with what he said. There may have been a couple times that I didn't agree, but, that's okay. I appreciated the fact that he went all around to these campuses, and when you go to college, and especially if you go to an event like Charlie Kirk holds at those colleges or held, you go to that event to hear that public discourse and to participate in it. And you go to learn, to form your opinions, to speak your thoughts, and to debate. And I think by shooting somebody like that, it puts it, well, for one thing, that one shot, it was only one shot and one victim. Yeah, you know that that guy was a sharpshooter. But at Butler, when somebody tried to take out President Trump, there was other people killed, you know, and when you get out your gun and start shooting, you're harming more than your target, and that, you know, that's not right. So that's my feeling on Charlie Cook. I'm so sorry that it happened. But I do believe he's in heaven with his Lord. I believe that he's in a much better place. He's probably, I don't even know if he's looking down. He's probably exploring heaven. He's getting his reward. Who was it that, oh, she used to be the press secretary for Trump. Little blonde. Not the Arizona lady, but the younger. She was on there, and she says, I can tell you this right now. I know Charlie Cook is not dead. He's up there in heaven. He's having the time of his life up there. And that's my faith. If you believe in the Lord Jesus, you know, you believe in eternal life. Just go look at John 3:16. Go look at John 3:16. I'm going to preach. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him can have eternal life. And when I first became a Christian, that verse just smacked me dab in the face. I mean, I said, you mean to the girl that led me to the Lord, when I made my decision to accept Jesus, I was a freshman in college. And she was reading John 3:16, and I said, you mean we get eternal life? Sure, I believe in him. No. And you know, there's more to it. You confess your sins and repent and all of that, but a lot of it's your belief. Now, not everybody is at the point where they believe in the Lord. And, you know, we all have our faith. As Christians, we need to have tolerance of other people. And I try to do that on my stream, but yet I want to, you know, stand up for my faith too. So I think that this happening, I'm so sorry it happened to Charlie Kirk, but I think it struck a nerve in our freedom to have public discourse and have it civilly without the fear of getting shot, you know, especially on a college campus where kids go to college to learn and to build skills for a career, but you also go to college to expand your thinking, and a lot of the young kids are still finding out who they are. So we especially need that freedom, and without the fear of getting shot by some crazy person out there with a gun. And I do believe in the Second Amendment, so I'm not for taking away all guns. I don't think all guns are necessary for most of us. I don't own a gun. My brother has guns, but he doesn't. He used to go hunting. That's why he had his guns. He doesn't. He's got them hanging up in the back porch with his deer head, his stuffed deer head. He doesn't shoot them anymore. They're just more decorative items than anything. And we don't own pistols or anything like that, but I do believe that people should have the right to own guns. I believe in the Second Amendment. For one thing, I don't believe the government should take away our right of ownership for guns. Automatic weapons, well, I haven't really formed my opinion on that yet. So I don't see a need for them. unless somebody else with an automatic weapon is attacking, you know. But look here, and what was it in Milwaukee not too long ago? Was it in Milwaukee or Minnesota, where they were having church, they were having mass, and somebody walked in and started shooting? You know, that's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. They weren't, those kids were in mass. I believe it was it a Catholic school or a church? I can't remember exactly. It was just a couple weeks ago. Somebody decided that they didn't like what was being said and they were going to start shooting. Got me off on that, Angie girl. I'm going to switch my topic. Tina says, good morning, Mary. Yeah, thank you for spending a little religious time with us. Well, I try not to preach, but I do feel like there are times when I will quote a Bible verse, and that Bible verse means so much to me because it's really the gospel in a sentence. You know, it's God's promise to us, and my reaction when the gal led me to the Lord, I was a freshman in college. And I go, you mean we get eternal life out of this? Tina says, I have guns. I'm ex-law enforcement. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Tina. I have training. I'm old and live alone. I find having protection comforting. Yes, I do too. I think that we don't have guns loaded, or we don't have pistols or anything, but I'm all for people having guns for protection, especially if you live in a larger area where people are, you know, out here, yeah, we might have a few crimes. So far, my brother, when I first come down here, he never even locked his doors. And we have 4 doors of entry into here, and he didn't have one of them locked. I made him lock them all. He said, I've been down here so many years and nobody's ever tried anything. And I'm going, it only takes once. It only takes once. I don't care how long you've been down here. And now we lock all our doors. Yeah. Would somebody show what Sylvia said? I can't do that on one of the mods. Yeah, handle that. Thank you, guys. Let me refresh my chat. I don't know why this tablet doesn't let me when somebody says something and YouTube hides it. I can't. She says, I'm from Texas, a Navy brat, married Air Force, and I own more weapons than my husband. Yeah, I believe in the Second Amendment. Where owning, there's a responsibility, I think, with owning weapons, especially if you have teenage sons around or kids that can harm themselves. There's a responsibility of ownership, and there's a responsible use of them too. And I think you guys, what you are saying are probably responsible, but not everybody is. So I can understand. I really can understand those who are for more gun control. I can understand when somebody gets out a gun and starts shooting in a school, how the reaction for people is take away all guns. I do understand that, even though I don't agree with it. It's the trying to solve the problem. And you're not really going to solve the problem, because the problem is not the gun, the problem is the person. That person needs help. And a lot of times there are warning signs. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not an expert on anything, but the problem is not the gun, the problem is the person and our culture and our, you know. And we're always going to have a problem. You know, humanity is not perfect. Humanity is not perfect. Which Brenda came in? Brenda Ashford, she says, Sylvia, my son was Army, worked in burn pits. He came home sick with multiple cancers. The 19th will be the 3rd anniversary of losing him. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brenda. I am so sorry. When I log on to order medication for my brother at the VA, I always hear about those burn pit things. And there's a special med, I guess you can. I don't listen to it much because my brother was in the Navy. If anything, he lost his hearing. And there's what I don't understand. He told me on that he was on a destroyer, and he said they slept right underneath the guns, the big guns on the destroyer. I'm going, they made you sleep underneath those big guns on the, you know. And then he worked in the engine room. So that's mostly how I think he lost his hearing. I have to shout at him. And he'll wear his hearing aid, which helps him when he drives, and he'll wear his hearing aid when he needs to, but he won't wear it around the house. It's uncomfortable for him. So I usually, when I talk to him, I say the same thing 3 or 4 times, and I shout at him. Sometimes I shout too loud, and I have to lower my voice. So, yeah. Angie says, how do you all put up with me? I talk about everything. Angie, we love you. That's how we put up with you. Same way with me. You come in here and I shoot off my mouth. You guys put up with me. Sylvia says, I'm grateful for my Navy dad because I married a wonderful Hawaiian. Oh, really? Cool. Tina says, the only political I want to say, I look at it where the dollar goes and comes from supporting the political parties. Big money comes from the elite. They donate to both parties. It's a scam. Yeah. What are you going to do, Tina? My only reaction to this is go vote. Vote your conscience. Even though there's big money out there, blah, 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 I still think the people have a power. And I believe that voting has a power. I believe in our right to vote. And that might be the only weapon we have is our vote. And vote your conscience. Don't vote just because, somebody else says something is right. Vote what you think. And you may, I may disagree with you, but you have the right to your own thoughts politically. You have the right to vote for issues you care about. You have the right to vote for representatives that you believe in. That's your right. It's your right to participate however you want, but it's also my right to, too, So that would just say my reaction to these big PAC monies, PAC, that, as little people, and I'm a little person, I can't do anything about it. Most of us can't. But we can, when it comes time to vote, we can at least go vote. And then you know you did. If the Dems and the Republicans only realized they have so much in common, Tina says, I don't think people would be fighting so much. I agree with that. We really need to unite. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I call myself an independent, but I have to tell you, here in Nebraska, they do not recognize the independent as an independent party. If you, what do they call you here? They have a name for people that aren't a party. I think it's just no other party or something like that here in Nebraska. I can't pull it off the tip of my tongue right now. But, yeah, I have, at one point, when I was younger, I just did not like the Republicans at all. I didn't like where they were heading. I didn't like their philosophy. But a lot of that has changed. Those of you who know me think I'm very conservative, and I am conservative, but I have times when I'm very liberal. Uh, I used to be a Democrat too. Uh, I used to vote for Democrats, and when I voted for Virginia Smith here in Nebraska, she was a Republican, and I voted for her because I liked what she said. And that's probably about the time that I really started listening to, well, truthfully, I never really have registered as a Republican, but I became more conservative. I'm a conservative independent in my thinking. But I like being independent because I will listen to what the Democrats are saying. Lately, what they did with Kamala Harris and that kind of upset me because they didn't even have when they ran her for president, they didn't have a convention. They just chose her. The Democrats really didn't say they wanted her as a whole. It was the political people who wanted her and put her in. So that bothers me because I don't think that's democracy. And so there are things about the Democrats that bother me. I'm a little bit more conservative. Tina says she used to be independent, but they won't let you in the smaller elections. That's true. That is true. They won't here in Nebraska either. However, I was reading the last election we had here. You can vote for in the primaries as an independent, but it's a special ballot. You have to get a special ballot to do that, and that indicates that you're an independent voting for one party. I think you can only vote for one party or the other. You make your choice that way. But as a general rule, the independents and the people who have no party can't vote in the primaries. Or the county elections most of our county elections are not political, for like the school board and stuff like that really is not political. I don't think our mayor is political. But yeah, I agree with that, Tina. Most of the time the independents can't participate. But they can in the presidential election. I think they can for senators too. Senators and your state representatives. Jersey says, I'm exactly the same. Tina says, I used to be. My brain isn't working today, or my fingers are just being contrary. Oh, blame it on the keyboard. That's what I do. Sylvia said, Brenda, my son-in-law was misdiagnosed by the VA for 10 years. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sylvia. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, Sylvia, I'm so sorry. We like the VA here. They treat my brother, well, I like him. I don't know, my brother might have it. I can't speak for him, but he goes to all his doctor appointments. He cooperates with them. He gets good care here. And I've often said, if I could go back and join the waves. At that time, of course, it was Vietnam. When I was that age, the Vietnam War was going on. I said, well, they probably would have sent me overseas, and I probably would have died. But he gets really good medical care. Going through what I'm going through now, I kind of wish I had better medical care. But I'm surviving. I'm not bad, but I could have, if I would have The VA in Oregon is way better. Where were you before? Or where was he before, Sylvia? Yeah, our VA here, I think, treats my brother decent. I mean, they buy him eyeglasses. He's got 2 or 3 pair of eyeglasses. They clean his hearing aids for him. When they got old, they got him a new pair of hearing aids. He refuses to go to the dentist, or they send him to the dentist, but colonoscopies, and they check his prostate and all of that stuff to remove skin cancer. Washington State, yeah. I can't speak for it because I'm not living there, but our VA is pretty good, yeah. How do we get off on this? Angie did it. I think Angie went back to bed. I got off on a spiel here about guns and VAs and politics and freedom of speech. Tina says, I was 11 years old when the Vietnam War ended. Well, I was probably in college by the time it ended. I was still going to the university. I might have been going to business school. So you're a young chicken, Tina. You're a young chicken. Well, let's see it. 8:11. What do I have out here? Those are the napkins. I think I have. Did I put them in here? I'm working on those envelopes. Let's do the envelopes. A few of these. I want to get this project done. I want to thank you, Cynthia McCoy. I haven't seen her pop in, but she sent me, look what she sent me. And some beautiful fall napkins for my zine. She sent me some Speedy cards. Bless her heart, to do my cats. But we're going to, I think I said if I do 4 of these a day with 2 extras, that I would get these done. And all of the flaps are done. What I'm doing now is gluing on the back, and that it seems to be doing a nice job. So let's see if I can do 4 more of these. And this is going to be a topic journal. You guys gave me a list of topics to write on. And I think I said there were 40 topics. There might be 38 or a little fewer. So I don't think I have 20 envelopes. But I'm going to write on those topics, and then on this ledger paper. I got ledger paper here. I'm going to write on them and then tuck them in. That's going to be a topic journal. I'm going to have all sorts of journals, you guys. So we don't need that right away. I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, with 2 left over. So a couple more days of doing this, if I do 4 a day. And papers here. This is washi tape. I don't know if I'll use this. I found it when we were sorting. Put that up there. Sorry to get off on a diatribe here. My camera is crooked. Well, my desk is a little crooked too. Let's straighten out my desk. Ow. Did that straighten it or make it worse? I can't tell. I have to wait for my phone, my tablet to catch up with me. Hold on. Good. All right. Get out a glue stick. I might have to open some more glue sticks here, but and let's see what I want. I've been using these papers. I've been trimming them. This is a small one. This is a map. And this is a map. Whoops, I guess it goes this way. Now I can either put paper or washi down there, and I think I'll get some washi. And I get my glue magazine out. Becky has been doing Project Dress a Girl. She showed that her, is that the, that's not the right side. This is the side that I want. She showed all of her dresses. I think she's going to make about 40 of them. She showed and said, a rack of them said that there were 31 of them there. And she was making 9 more. Beautiful little dresses, just so sweet. So she's busy doing that. I don't know if she's doing it today. I think she said something about a medical checkup or something. Blame me, Angie says. Angie, we love you. We don't blame you for anything. Meri just sometimes gets off on her high horse with this stuff. Goes this way. Sometimes you just gotta speak, and that's what it's all about, freedom of speech. As long as I'm not demeaning anyone, although it probably gets a little boring at times. You guys have probably heard plenty in social media since the other day. You can always go do some crafting. I want to remind you that Jacqueline's going to be on tonight, but she's not selling. She's going to do a crafting chat. So if you're online at 4 p.m. Eastern, that's her usual time. I don't know if she's changing her time any. Let's do some of this whiter. And I think I'll go from the bottom up. This used to be at Hobby Lobby all the time. I wish I would have bought more of this washi that I'm using. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can and maybe I can't. It's getting old. Got quite a bit of it though on this row. I tore it. You have to go real careful when some of this older tape, or you can rip it. See, it's ripping there. Oh, I'm not going to use it because I'm going to tear it all up. We'll have to go to something else. I'll use it for shorter pieces. I don't want to destroy that. Put it there for now. So let's put that away. Let's see, what else do I have here? Got some gold. Got some wide stuff. Now let me get my, I have a barrel of it here someplace. A bag that I got from Debbie at Kip's Corner. And I have a bag of it, and I have a plastic container of washi. Let's go to the bag first. Let's pull out some washi tape. I want some wide. or I might have to do a couple. What's this black? That's pretty, but I don't think it's wide. But we're going to pull that. Is that paper tape? That's paper. There's some wide pinkish. Let's try that. Oh, I already glued my envelope. Put my bag right down on it. Hold on. I think these are trees. They look like trees to me. See if I can get this off these things. Gotta be careful pulling this stuff. And you do kind of stretch it when you pull, so you need to be careful. And see if I can't get it down halfway straight. Now I'll have to pull on this. Straighten this out. Where's my scissors? Found another little pair of scissors when I was cleaning yesterday. Alright, I think I want a thinner piece right in here. And I've got plenty of the thin stuff. Here's some X's. So I'm going to put it right in there. It's not X's, it's loops, and it goes the other way. It looks like X's. They are loops. They're stitches. And this tears pretty easy. I'm almost wanting to put another piece down here. Got a piece of gold. I'll save that out. Here's some thinner. I'm going to put down here. Oh, Jersey! You sweetie. I don't deserve that, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've been going through it, and here you give me a super chat. Lady, thank you so much. God bless you, Jersey. Jersey does devotionals online. You might want to stop in and listen to some of those. Thank you, Jersey, and I hope your mother gets home from rehab. Hope she does well and gets home well. Oh, I'm grateful for you guys, all of you. And you guys, when you give me super chats, it just touches my heart. You know what I saw online? I can't afford to do it until, and I'm hoping it's still good. I think it was a Dick Blick had a 12 set of Daniel Smith watercolors on sale. I think 40% off. I'm going, oh, how cool is that? So my next check, if it's still 40% off, I might get them, but if they're not, I won't. But hi, Stephanie. Welcome in, Steph. It's good to see you. Let me do my bone folder here. Stephanie G, welcome in, welcome in. Well, God blesses us to get to know you, Jersey. And I don't like to score these too much on this side because it has that tape there, but there's another page done. I want to do 4 of these if I can this morning. Got a half an hour. This needs a little trimming. Now my thumbnail. All right. So we need some more images. Let's go to some of these. See what I have. It'd be fun to put her on there. She doesn't quite fit, but if I move her up, I think she'll just fit. Move that album down a little. I think I'll do those. I want to use these things up. Because then I can buy more. I was going through some stuff yesterday. I had gotten some really neat, and I think I'll put them in that book of Shannon Green's that I was showing at the beginning of this stream. Some really neat vintage ephemera from Debbie Ham at one of her sales. Let's see. Pull that down just a little so her head fits on the page, just barely. Now I'm going to leave it just like that. I'll have to trim the ends off. And we're going to do this one over here. Did I fold? Yeah, I folded those flaps down. And this is Pen Plus Gear glue stick. I like the wider ones. They have a nicer glue. I don't like that purple glue for some reason, school glue. I like these. You get them in the office section. But the thinner, they got smaller glue sticks, usually have the purple glue. Alright, how am I going to put this like this, I think. Make sure that it's even over here. And then I'm going to put this one, it just fits. It might be a little in between. And I think I'll put some of that thin washi. Well, no, I think I can make it fit. Now, do I want that to show? I want both, but this is going to get cut. So maybe I'll, yeah, move it down a little. This point down a little further. Well, it needs to be right there at least. Right in there. Over a little. Now I'm going to have to turn this over and trim it. I still have the inside to do here. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle those. If I want to put tissue paper on it. I found a whole bunch more tissue paper yesterday while I was sorting. I'm going to put in my tissue paper sort box. And I've been saving these little pieces. Maybe not that one, but I have a little package of them up above there, I think. I'll put those there. This one I'll toss. And then we need to trim this. And this is number 2. I think I'll get 4 done. Not much to that one, but I might use it. Might come in handy. Did I cut that? I did. Well, I'm going to heal that. Put a piece of washi. Let's fold it. Do I want that cut down the side there? No. Where's my bone folder? I could heal that on the inside, which I think, or I could heal it. No, I think I'll heal it on the inside with a little piece of washi. Maybe I'll do the wider stuff. I'll use that. I'll see how this one works. It's right on the fold, though. I probably need a wider piece. And I cut a slit in there. I'm just going to heal this side. And this has got a paper backing on it. Sometimes on this older tape is hard to get off. We'll see. Oh, it's going to come off. Put it right there, just on this one, because I cut it. I cut it when I shouldn't have. Alright, so this will fold down. I don't like that. I might take it off here. That's much better. Folds like that. Still got a little piece showing there. If I can fix that. I'm going to leave it. It's okay. I might, when I do the inside here, I'm not sure how I'm going to, oh, oh, Meri. This needs to go on the inside. Hold on. Needs to go in there. There we go. I'm liking it in the end. Just need some color, but we'll deal with that later. What's that, 2? What time is it? 8:37. I have time to do 2 more. I want to get 4 done. I have this big, beautiful rose. And I have her. I'm going to put her up here. This really goes this way. So let's see what else I have. It's another horizontal one. I have that one. That one. There's some more of those. Oh, those horizontal ones. You do this one here. Yeah, it's not quite wide enough. Let's try one of these. Up that way. Here, here, and here. I think I like that. We'll try it and see what happens. Start with this lady. As I sort out, especially my journals, you might be seeing me do some journal flips of older journals like I did this morning. If you missed it, go back and look. I flipped through a journal that I made in the fall of, I think it was 2021. It was fun to go back and look at it. Now let's do this wider one. I think I'm going to put it maybe over just a little, and right to there. This glue seems to be working good for this so far, these glue sticks. And then this one will go right in here. Oh, but down. Because I want these two to show. I got a few more. I have some journals I haven't finished. I run across that cowgirl caboodle that I was doing with Rosemary. I ran across that yesterday. A couple of others. Some composition book ones. It's fun to go back and look at them. Some I've finished, some I haven't. All right, let's carefully trim this, Mary, so you don't have to heal anything else. And if you popped in here while I've been working and I haven't said hello to you, hello. I miss a lot of people. Whoops. I miss a lot of people while I'm working on my art who pop in. And it's not that I don't welcome you. I welcome you in. I appreciate you guys spending a Friday morning with me. I know you can be other places. You can be other places online. You can be other places in your personal life. But you come in and say a good morning to me. I appreciate that. All right. I like this. I don't even think I'll put washi tape. I just kind of like how it flows into itself here. So we're gonna fold it. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Get it folded. I'm a little bit behind on my September zine. I don't know if I'll have time today to work on it, but maybe tomorrow I'll sit down and catch up my days. I think I ended on day, it was day 8, and today's, what, the 12th, so I'm 4 days behind. But if you spend a couple minutes on each page, 5 minutes, 4 days would be 20 minutes, so I spend usually 15 minutes on a page, but that would be an hour. Sit down for an hour tomorrow and work on my September zine. I got some nice things from Cynthia McCoy. She sent me some carving material and she sent me some some ball napkins. Yeah. So there we go. Here's this one. That's number 3. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So let's move on to the next page. This would be number 4, and it's 844. So what do I want to put on here? No, not that side, Mary. This side. Oops, got to trim. I don't always get this stuff put on even. It's hard for me to see where the envelope ends sometimes. Washi tape running over the edge. I could probably fold it under. I'm going to trim it off since I've already started. That's good. That one there. This is the cover. What these pieces here are are from the, I got these for $1 a pack at, they're Susan Leonard. And, yeah. I'm going to use this. In the center, I think. Or I might use a larger piece. Will that fit? Put this one here. Whoops, it's upside down. No, it's not. It's right side up. That one there. And this one here. Just, this one's upside down. Just fits. So I think those three. And let's do this side next. I'm hungry for some tea and toast. I think I'm going to make me a piece of toast and have some peppermint tea. That sounds good to me for my breakfast. I haven't had any coffee today. I skipped my coffee. Well, actually, I set my alarm for 3:30. I've been sleeping later in the mornings. I set my alarm for 3:30 and didn't wake up until... Did not wake up. It was just a teeny bit smaller. Put some tape in between them. Did not wake up until 4:15, I guess it was, when I woke up. But still on plenty of time to stream. But I didn't feel like going in and making coffee. A little crooked. Now I'm going to put a piece of washi down both sides here. What do I have that I want? The thin stuff. Here I've got some pretty black floral. Let's get it started. I'm curious to know how these are going to hold up with just the glue stick. I'm just a little wary, but I'm going to do it anyway. It may hold up just fine. Sometimes the glue dries out, but there's also, I'm taping the washi tape down, so. This is Friday. I think Carol McDonald comes on after me. Let's cut the little washies here. And didn't quite get that straight. Don't want to cut it too much because I don't want to cut my envelope. Of course, I get it on my fingers. Can't get it off. Sun's coming out. I think it's going to get up into the 90s here today. I think it's going to be a warm day. I sat out on the porch a little. My brother turns on that TV so loud, I can't take it sometimes. And I went out and sat on the front porch, but the sun was beating down on me. Oh, I'm going to like this. All right, that goes up here. This one I'll toss. Now let's fold. This is the last one, and it is 8:53. Let's fold it. Increase it. And if I do 4 of these a day, I should be on my last 4 tomorrow, and then I'll have 2 left over. Or tomorrow, Saturday. It won't be tomorrow. My next stream is, well, tonight, but I don't know if I'll do these tonight. We'll see. I don't have anything planned for tonight. We'll see what I do. Oh, we'll see if I sort today. See what I run across when I sort. I might do some art journaling tonight. We'll see. We'll see what I'm into. What would you guys like to do tonight? Got any ideas for Meri? That's natural. That white line goes clear across those. It's interesting. And it comes down that way. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1 for today. I love that album one. I might put that on top. And then I have all of these from before. It's going to make a nice little topic journal. Put the album one up here on top. Got maybe to, well, that's part of this. What is that? Sticking out there. Oh, it's this guy. I think it's just the way I folded him. Let's fold him a little. He's still sticking out a little. It's not too bad though. It's this. It's the way I folded this down. I don't want to mess with it too much because I want it on the front. Might work with it a little bit more, or ink around in here on some of these. So 4 more. Got these upside down. I don't like that. I'm going to have to fool with this. It needs to come down. Oh, there we go. I see, it's this. My lady. I'm sorry, lady. It's a little better. But I still think I'll ink around. So I got 4 more, well 6 more really. So, let me hurry and put some things away here. Won't take but a minute. Some of these came out of the bag. Put this one in the bag. Get it off my desk. Here's the little snippets. Let's put these in the snippets that I taped close. Can I get it off? Or am I going to have to cut it? I don't mind cutting the tape. These will come in handy for clusters or whatever. They're too nice to toss. And then I have all the, let's get the doodle out of the way. I have all the little pieces here. I have 4 more. I hope I have enough. I think I will have enough papers, but I can always find papers. I'll have enough. I'll have to piece some of them. Now there's some upside down here. I'll have plenty. And they will go in my box. And paper. And these, and these, what I have left. We'll go back in this beautiful envelope that I got. I think I got this from Kip's Corner. You see, I can kind of keep these things as my kit, my project kit. There we go. So I worked on my lampshade. I think I'll grab this journal cover. I went through Happy Mail, got some really nice Happy Mail. Got some beautiful, beautiful dyed fabrics from Jacqueline, who's going to be on tonight, but she's doing a crafting chat. She's not selling tonight. And I think I'm going to use a portion of this journal. This is one I showed at the beginning. A portion of this for my thumbnail. And thank you to Cynthia McCoy for the wonderful Speedy card. Maybe I'll work on carving my kitty tonight. That's what I'll do tonight. We'll carve the kitty cat stamp. So it is 9:02. It's time for me to say, oh, thank you, Jersey. Carol at My Quiet Corner. Thank you for dropping a link. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of names the same, aren't they? Thank you, Jersey, and thank you so much for the super chat. Bless your heart. May your art cart be blessed. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. It's here. Bye.